Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Got my partner Steve Rhodes with me here today. We just woke up out of our cave. Let's take a look at one of our four agreements.
It's funny.
Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. You may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position.
I love that.
It's a beautiful, yeah, no doubt. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 213, Nasdaq off 55, S&P's off 23, gold contract up $16.50, trading at 1,660. Silver up 23 cents at $31.75. Platinum down 16 at 1,598. Copper down 6 pennies at 365. Light sweet crude off $1.24 at 101.22. Bonds up 27 ticks at 141.14. King dollar, it's only up 12 ticks. 12
my
ticks.
goodness.
Way to King dollar goes up $2, folks. We're at 80.04. The euro is down 21 at 130. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Okay, so you're down 23 bucks. You're at 1358. Your swing point is 1340. What we did out here is that we did 972 million. You still need over $1 billion. Expanded, basically 220 million from yesterday. The expansion's good, but we still need in the billions.
Yes, yes.
Dow Industrials. Dow gets smoked. It did get smoked. Okay, you're down 213. You're at 12,715. You took out the swing point from the 6th. That now it says two different days. Well, it says quite a bit here today. Really, it says number one, whether it's the S&P, whether it's the Dow or the small caps, you broke the uptrend. You broke it with conviction. This is the second time. The first time that we had broken it was on March 6th, and it basically went right back topside again, tested out.
And truly back inside the range by getting back inside that May 2nd, 2011 high that was out there.
Yes.
So it's now, it's with conviction.
Big time.
Yeah.
And that sets up that you go back to the lows of November. So it's a big number. We go over and we take a look at the NASDAQ composite. What we have with the composite is this. So this composite gets down to a price point, down 55 bucks. Now the composite is still over in its larger range. Well, actually, it's just tucked underneath it. Look at this. This is pretty sick. Actually, it's tucked underneath it. 3,000.11 is the larger range. So it is under, and let's put it this way. Yeah, no, it is. That's under the range. That puts game on that for 27.53, which is pretty intense. And what you did have...
And you're going back to the February 29th high that's out there.
Yes, I am, yeah. And what you do have with the NASDAQ is you expanded volume. Now, the NASDAQ expanded volume pretty dramatically.
It's got more volume than it's had since middle of March.
Yeah, 1.9 billion.
Yeah.
So big numbers, no doubt about it. We go, the New York Composite. And
that's the big one.
And the composite, folks, let's talk about the composite. The New York Composite, folks, and I don't talk about this a lot, it's NYA. And what that is all, not only the stocks, okay, it's the REITs, it's the ADRs, it's inside the NYSE. Now, what that did do is that come down not only with a vengeance, okay, but that is already back inside the
October 27th. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Which is a real big heads up. Because like you're saying, you're talking about, maybe 1,800 or so common stocks that are trading daily inside here. So you got a bigger breadth of what's really going on inside the marketplace.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And this is when the good babies go out with the bad babies with everything. The whole ball of wax.
Yeah.
And if you take a look at this, if you take a look at any of them right now, folks, the bottom line is that number one, you have broken everything with conviction. Wide price spread, accelerated volume, and, of course, we hear that there's no volume out there. Well, you know what? There's volume, and it's on the way down. And if you actually take and look at the S&P, every single time you're going south, boom, it comes out.
Well, I mean, if if you had Ken Hoover on today, IBD got another distribution day.
Oh yeah,
on their list, right? So that I don't know how many is that, 7?
Oh well, let
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and
so it's a bunch of distribution days.
Yeah,
the way that they look at it.
Oh yeah, big time. Well, not only that, what will end up happening? I went through a lot of these stocks. A lot of these stocks have basically Lululemon. That's back 5%. 6 hours takes back a month.
How about that?
Takes back a month. Now, let's go to the monsters first. And the biggest monster, of course, is good old Apple. So check out. What you have with Apple is this, folks. You did 31 million shares. Now, that's not a lot, okay? It finished at its low, and if you intraday, this was so wild watching this, man, because this is what ended up happening, folks. You had... the bulls and bears are fighting like crazy, and the bulls have won extraordinary in this equity. There's no two ways about it. Well, you had a bear throw something at it at noontime.
Yeah.
They got it down they got it down good too. They got it down within 10 minutes from 6:37 to 6:30. 6:27, 10 points. Bang, they hit it. And then someone came right on the other side. Now that setup there, though, folks, is a setup that it can go to 600 immediately. And what it is, it's more than one. You've already, when we were on the program this morning.
That's right. How'd you like to be the guy at the Open? Okay, the guys at the Open in that first 10 minutes. That push it all the way up to
like 644.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's heavy, man.
You can't be feeling really comfortable right now.
In Apple, they probably are. But I wouldn't be comfortable.
That's right.
I wouldn't be comfortable, man. Do you know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. It's got to be wild watching it how it plays out. PCLN. Now these are the two equities, folks. And Priceline, bottom line, not only gave it up with volume coming off the high. Priceline's going to be problematic for folks in a big way. You're at 741. Priceline is going to be down to about 637 in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's how it likes to trade anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, man, you're talking about something intense out here. I
just noticing quickly because I was taking a look at your candle. I mean, so you got a bearish engulfing candle at the top.
Right.
I bet you go back in Priceline, the last time you see one of those goes back to May of 2. That's pretty wild. That's really wild. Ooh. The last bearish engulfing candle Priceline was May 4th, May 3rd, 2011.
I know.
That's really wild.
They keep it up all winter, and everyone goes on vacation in the summer, right?
Oh, man.
That is pretty crazy. Now, Europe, folks, had a big problem out here today. Italy was down almost 5%. Spain was down 3%. You had the DAX down 2.4%. The CAC, Carreau, and Paris were down 3%. The FTSE was down 2.2%.
And the DAX at 11:30 gave us the signal because it closed underneath the March 7th. Now, in our case, it's March 6th. In their case, it happened to be March 7th. Closed underneath those lows. So I don't know what the volume characteristic was.
Okay, so we did.
You did close underneath the swing.
178 million versus 181. So not bad.
Okay, so
it's close.
Yeah.
171 to 180. Bottom line is that there's action out there, and if you're long, folks, make sure you get your stops in because you've had an extraordinary run. That's the bottom line. I mean, this is no doubt been an extraordinary run, but in markdown, you better understand, folks. Okay. The markdown aspect of this will take this whole thing back in 2 weeks, and it's taken 6 months to get up there, which will just blow your mind.
No different than running a retail store. After the sale, after the holidays, after the holidays over.
Oh my God.
For all those people that shop, in retail stores, how quick could this markdown take place?
Yeah.
I mean, it's boom, it's 40% off. The next time it's 60% off. And that's really what happens in these markets
look at this.
too.
It is. Well, the S&P took 4 days to get back almost 2 months.
Yeah, that's always intense.
So isn't it? Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Don't forget, folks, Steve is doing a Master Trader Series. You want to understand how price and volume move markets? We got a Master Trader Series coming right here in our main office.
This week, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, April 13, 14, Boston, Massachusetts, April 27, 28. We're going to be right back.